Did your mom at the time think that juvenile hall was a good place for you to go because it might give you some discipline that she wasn't able to give you?
Yeah, she did. She did feel that. She had a pretty good relationship with my probation officer, and then some of the gang unit officers. She had known them for a while, and so the way that they responded to my mom was like in a humanistic way. So if my mom called and was like, "Hey, she took off. I don't know where she is," they were like, "Who did she go with?" They didn't treat her like trash, like we hear stories now. Gladly, I got most of the probation officers I dealt with. They were invested in me getting out of the system and helping my family. So they, even though they were like, they would violate me, they were like, "We're gonna hold you accountable." And at the same time, they knew like that going to school, like a public high school, was in my best interest because I had some investment in it. Whereas another probation officer that I got wanted to pull me out and put me in probation school. So my mom and my social worker at the time and one of my mentors fought to keep me in public school.
When you became a young adult, I guess at some point you decided to not get in trouble or listen to your mom, or tell us what happened and what changed in you when you were 18, 19, 20.
Yeah, so I graduated from high school, and because of the lifestyle that you live on the streets, and like I had been exposed to a lot of like abusive relationships. So I think that became like my pattern, where I dated older people that were like controlling. And so when I turned 18, like I continued to seek that. But I also started going to Santa Barbara City College. And I felt like there was two identities in me. Like one was like this homegirl like from the street that was still like hanging out. And then there was this other part that like was a student. And so they really clashed, and they were completely different. You know, when I went to school, I was kind of like a loner because my friends didn't go to school with me. And so I felt like I was navigating like two worlds.
Now, you mentioned having these failed relationships with men that were older. Did you ever get therapy and talk about this? And how much is being abused sexually as a young girl related to the choices you were making with men as you became a young adult?
Mm-hmm. Well, they're completely linked. I think once you are exposed to that and normalize those kinds of experiences, then we recreate them in our lives. And so for me, that was like normal. Like somebody being controlling or mistreating me, that was normal because it was familiar. And I did have therapy when I was throughout like my teenage life, but it didn't go as deep because I never like reported a lot of my significant like trauma. It was always kind of like they were giving me coping skills to deal with the day-to-day like living.
So they didn't dig deep into what happened to you in the past or ask probing questions?
No, because I didn't allow them to. Mm-hmm. I mean, I had a lot of support. I had some really amazing therapists and social workers. But yeah, I didn't open up about a lot of things.
Okay, so it sounds like you had some positive experiences going to Santa Barbara College. What impact did that have, and how much did that influence the trajectory of your life at that point?
Thanks for watching StreetTV.net. If you're not subscribed, please hit that button below and click the bell to receive alerts and notifications. Feel free to comment below so you can give us your feedback, and be sure to watch the 2 related episodes to the right. If you want to support this platform or follow us on social media, visit the links in the description, and thanks for watching StreetTV.net.